It is looking like Gervonta Tank Davis should be making his return to the ring here shortly. In this video, I'm going to break it down why I believe that is the case, show you what I saw online on social media. One of the faces of boxing, if not the face of boxing, Gervonta Davis, coming off a scintillating knockout over Frank Martin. Can't wait to see Tank back in the ring. Let's get into the mix. So Richardson Hitchens, aka Africa, he just posted this, and it appears to be a recent picture of himself. I'm not sure who that is in the center, and of course Gervonta Davis. And clearly they got some type of workout in, because you know they're in a gym, boxing gym. They got the apparel, no shirt on, obviously. Pause, no Diddy. Right? And, you know, I seen people were saying that Richardson Hitchens was eating good. He's in his off season. I see why he was saying that he would kind of be stifled in the Subriel Matias fight because of the IBF, because he looks kind of big right there. Tank Davis definitely been maintaining his shape. And he says in the comment, this camp, we gonna have some fun. Short and sweet. Why y'all all look bloated? One chicken pot. Y'all tripping. One chicken pot pie away. He finna have that 154. Oh my gosh. Y'all going crazy in this comment section. What is up with this comments? Waiting. They do anything for clout. You been eating, huh? Tank staying active. Listen. My boy been eating steak and potatoes. What is Safari doing in camp? Hey, this man called him Safari. He said, Pockets on the diet. I'm calling you Atkins. Nah, y'all. That ain't it. Shout out to Charlamagne the God. Nah, that ain't it. Y'all try to violate. But listen. Enough with the jokes. Good to see Hitchens looks like he got his next assignment coming up. And same thing with Tank. Now, I'm going to say it like this. Be careful where you get your information on the internet in boxing, because it is treacherous. Take my word for it. I've been in boxing for years, and I'm telling you, in terms of credibility, it's at an all-time low with some people. Like, you have content creators. See, listen, I made this space popular. The digital, covering boxing and being your own boss and things like that. I get it. So it invited a lot of people, and a lot of people seen it like, hey, I could try my hand off. But here's the thing. Some people don't have integrity. Some people are biased. Some people have their favorites, and they're not here to call boxing fairly. So again, fair warning, be sure where you get your information from, because it's so ironic with Gervonta Davis particularly. You got guys that constantly belittle, denigrate, make content about Gervonta Davis, negative Nancy's, the usual suspects, never anything positive to say about Gervonta Davis. Yet if you look at a percentage of the content that they put out, it's regarding Gervonta Davis. So Gervonta Davis is very selective. He's not just giving anybody an interview. So my thing is this. How is it that people are claiming to know so much about Gervonta Davis? They seem like they don't like Gervonta Davis, and they know so much about what he got going on. So I'm telling you guys, do not believe everything, because for whatever reason, Gervonta Davis rubs people the wrong way. Maybe because he's young, black, and getting his money. I don't know, because I've never hated on Gervonta Davis. I like what he's doing. I like what he brings to the sport. But I think it's because of some of his contemporaries have fans, and they're so fanatical that they see Tank as their separation with Gervonta Davis. Real talk. There's separation in terms of power, in terms of star power, all the powers, right? Power on stars, star power, any power you could think of. Gervonta Davis shows that separation. So I think it bleeds. It creates a lot of jealousy and envy. Tank, why? Like, ask yourself this question. If there's a content creator who you believe likes Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney, like from the standpoint, because we're content creators, so we like the sport of boxing. I would hope for you to cover the sport of boxing. I would hope you like the sport of boxing. So out of those three Black American fighters, why would you prefer watching Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney over Gervonta Davis? That's a serious question. Why would you prefer it? Because Tank shows ring IQ, he shows agility, savvy, and he's showing something that Devin and Shakur Stevenson don't really show you consistently, especially, which is power. So Tank is like universal soldier. He's like the complete unit. So it doesn't even make sense. He's more entertaining. He has bigger fights, bigger events, more celebrities. He's drippy. He makes more money. He got more jewelry. Again, if we're just talking boxing stuff, his fights are more fun to watch. His fight with Frank Martin and the press conference, the buildup, I genuinely enjoyed it. You don't really get that with Shakur Stevenson. And I'm not saying this, I'm saying this specifically to the people who like Shakur and Devin to the point where they hate on Gervonta Davis. That's what I'm saying. I have no beef if you just like Devin Haney or like Shakur Stevenson. This is only aimed at any individual who has some kind of vendetta against Tank to big up Devin or Shakur. It really doesn't make sense. You know, it's kind of foolish. When have you ever seen somebody who in the sport of boxing, they prefer a style that is more of an acquired taste, boxer and mover with minimal power, as opposed to somebody who can box, they show you they can box, but they also can go and get you and fight at a variety of styles, southpaw, and they're setting traps, and they have the ability to put your lights out with single shots. When has that ever been the lesser desired thing in boxing? You guys let me know that in the comment section, because to me, this sounds unheard of, the level of hate that Gervonta Davis gets. But I'm not a hater, so I don't truly understand it. But then I do understand it because I know how people are. I know how people operate. Gervonta Davis is big business. Put his name in the title of your Instagram post, on your TikTok. You make a video about Tank. You make a video about Tank on YouTube. You have a Facebook group and you talk about Tank. You're going to get some traffic, even if you're bad mouthing him. So he's in that new generation Floyd Mayweather type of role, but it just sounds nonsensical. Oh, he got Pac. It sounds, he got that above the rim. It sounds nonsensical that people are claiming that they prefer the pure boxer style over somebody who delivers across the board like Tank Davis. Speed, power, brains, you know what I mean? He got the look, he has the actual background, right? Whereas, like, just being real, Devin Haney, you know, claims the Bay, but kind of grew up in Vegas. Tank really came from the trenches, foster care, bounced around from homes, was getting in fights with other kids. I mean, Tank's story is just so real. So it's just weird to see people hating on him. But good to see him back. And also, I want to see who Richardson Hitchens is fighting. Let me know who you think they should fight in the comment section. But Tank is money. And then the other thing is, you got people, they're hating on Tank, like, oh, who's he gonna fight? Let him announce that. Why is there so much speculation? If a person doesn't like Tank, why do they care so much what he's doing and speculate so much on who he's fighting and stuff? Just let him announce it. People are saying he's gonna fight this guy, that guy. Why not just let him announce it? That's what's watering down the sport of boxing. Is you got people who are claiming to be insiders and they don't really have any inside information. It's all random guesses. And what makes that bad is a lot of these individuals, it's low integrity stuff. So when they are brutally wrong, they're not going to come out and say, oh, I misled y'all and correct it. You know, me on my channel, I always move with integrity. If I get it right, you know, that's for real. That's what always happens. But, you know, on the rare occasions where I put out a piece of information that wasn't true or partially wasn't true or whatever, I always come and set the record straight and correct the record. That's just who I am. So for me, out of respect for Tank and respect for you, the fans, I am not going to speculate on who Tank's fight. It's not even that serious. I'm a grown man. That's for starters. Boxing is cool. Boxing is great, but I'm a grown man before any of this boxing. So for me, it's not even that serious. He'll announce when he's ready to announce what his next move is. I'm not here to speculate, but I don't care who he fights. We know he was trying to fight Lomachenko. Lomachenko bailed, said he's not in the mood to scrap or whatever he said. But Lomachenko didn't want no work after claiming, or at least his fans claimed, that Tank was ducking. So I don't want to hear it. Tank already fought definitely a meaningful fight earlier this year versus Frank Martin. So I don't really care who he fights, to be honest, because I'm a realist. This is boxing, and every fight is not going to be your biggest fight. Every fight is not going to be Mayweather Pacquiao. And Tank, he's had a heck of a schedule, from Rollies and the Pit Bulls and fighting guys like Frank Martin and Mario Barrios, who's now a champion at welterweight. Never been stopped by anyone like Keith Thurman or Ugas at welterweight, but Tank stopped him his first fight at 140. Tank is just that dude right now. So stay tuned, keep it locked. I will keep you guys updated, but it's looking like Tank is back training. And that's the other thing. A lot of people was hating when Tank wasn't managing his weight when he was early 20s. Now he's pushing 30 and he's keeping his weight down. He's just looking like a matured fighter and more disciplined. And the same people that broadcast your failures whisper your successes. But for me, I don't like when Tank was missing weight, and I talked about that in real time. But now he's been on point, keeping his weight down, and he knows the pressure that he has on him as a top level elite athlete, and he's been delivering. That's just what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts on the comments.